So, just one of them little quick first impressions videos. Obviously, it's a sample and I won't get too much from it. You can see from the title what it is, but there we are. Jean-Paul Gaultier's Scandale. Not sniffed it yet. Just thought I'd do it this way. A bit easier, isn't it? And obviously a proper review will come after, so there we are. A couple of sprays. So, first off, what you get is it's just sweet, very sweet. It's kind of herbaceous. It's quite lovely. It's that swimming pool kind of thing to me. So I'm guessing it's probably clary sage. It's a little bit of spice in it as well. Could be ambroxan, or there could be a musk in it. There's a little tiny hint of orange, or yeah, I think it was orange that was listed in it, wasn't it? It just gives it a sweetness though. I wouldn't say it's particularly an orangey fragrance. It's just kind of gives it a little bit of tartness with that caramel that's coming through. I'd say again, there's probably something like tonka. Well, there will be tonka, won't there? There's like a nice kind of heaviness there, but it's that sweet sage and the kind of toffeed kind of feel about it, with the whatever's tickling my nose. Yeah, first impressions. It's like something I've smelt before. It's not particularly overly unique, but it's fairly pleasant, you know. Alright, that's the first couple of minutes. It's only a couple more minutes in. I just thought I'd come back. What it reminds me of, because I thought it reminded me of, it's an inspired version, I haven't smelt the original, but is Alexander II from Xerxes, isn't it? It's that same kind of bright, sweet clary sage. That again, the summer swimming pool to me. But it is nice. I mean, we're only a couple more minutes, but you definitely get more of the tonka kind of is quite dominant. It's quite heavy. And that's pretty much all. It hasn't changed much. Obviously, wouldn't expect it to in that space of time. So that was just a quick addition. Right, thanks. So yeah, kind of we're a few hours into it. It's probably more than a couple of hours to be fair. And it's really not overly changed. I'd say it's got the tonka has got much heavier. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some sort of cashmere in there as well. It's quite a heavy fragrance. If you imagine kind of like Eros, it's that kind of heavy, thick, kind of almost cloying tonka. There's a little bit of like syrupy, would you call it caramel? Not really. But I get what it's trying to do, and then you do start to pick up again, thankfully, a bit more of a fruity sweetness. Again, I wouldn't call it orange specifically, it's like a non-specific kind of fruitiness in there, cutting through a little bit that very heavy tonka. Can't really say much more about it. It's perfectly pleasant. It's something you smelt a million times before. Not much development, but there doesn't always need to be, does there? And I can certainly see why this would be popular, so we'll just leave it at that. I mean, I'll talk about if it's changed when I come to do the conclusion later, but I suspect not. So yeah, probably 5 hours in. As you can see, the sun is gone now. It's a calm evening. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So, Scandale la Homme, or whatever it's called, from Jean-Paul Gaultier. Now, like I said, I would see if it's changed. I don't know how many hours I've had it on, a while. It's softened, obviously, as fragrances do. It's still that kind of syrupy tonka. Would I say maybe? I think I said caramel before. Maybe like a soft, synthetic kind of honey thing with it. It hasn't changed, really. And again, like I said, that's no criticism of it. However, what do I think of it? It's nice, it's pleasant, and I'm no expert, but I can see it doing well. But it seems to be a fragrance that, I don't know, they seem late with. Because there was that whole massively heavy kind of dense tonkery phase with the likes of Eros, and there are other things quite similar to it, aren't there? Like, Armani Code Profumo and stuff. It's not too dissimilar to things like that. It's not the same. I'm not saying it smells the same as them. But I don't know. It seems like it's a fragrance that would have been massive and popular 5 years ago. There's nothing wrong with it. You will have smelt it before, probably, and something like it. It's a fairly good fragrance. Seems to do well on me. First couple of hours, it's certainly very strong. I mean, again, you've seen I've only got a sample and I can smell it all around me. I would imagine it's one of them you'd only need 1 or 2 sprays of, because it will get too cloying. I mean, even this is quite cool now. I think it's a shame from a personal perspective. I think Jean-Paul Gaultier could do so much better. There are things, I mean, at least it's not another Lamal flanker, which is a plus. But at least Lamal at the time was unique and different, and some of the flankers have not been overly wow or special, but they've had some good flankers. I hear the new Le Parfum is, whatever it's called, is quite loved, and quite a break away from the original. So why not? I suppose they're adding, the Scandal line is obviously quite famous with the old Legs Akimbo kind of bottles, so yeah, why not? Would I buy it? No. I don't know how much it is, but I'm sure it'll be quite affordable at some point, although Jean-Paul Gaultiers don't really go down much when they hit the kind of discount things, do they? But yeah, it's perfectly pleasant. I mean, if you're looking for a kind of another tonkery, sweet, heavy one for the winter, give it a try. Right, well, what about you? Have you tried this one? What do you think about it? Thanks, folks. Bye.